Hello, good people of the internet. It's new content from my content. And today I won't start with any funny meme or even background music because that would be inappropriate considering the tragedy. As you probably know already, a days-long international search effort concluded Thursday because debris from the Titan submersible was found. It was found about 1,600 feet from the wreckage of the Titanic. We were informed that the reason was a catastrophic implosion. So the silver lining here, if we can consider it as such, is that the worst case scenario didn't happen. They were not sitting at the bottom of the ocean with oxygen reserves slowly depleting. I would like to believe that it was at least faster and much less painful. With all that said, however, now it's the time to ask some questions, and we have some fresh news. There are already many experts claiming that the submersible wasn't prepared for such a deep dive. James Cameron, famous director who is actually considered a submersible expert, has compared the OceanGate submersible implosion to the original Titanic disaster in an interview Thursday. He said, and I quote, "I'm struck by the similarity of the Titanic disaster itself, where the captain was repeatedly warned about ice ahead of his ship and yet he steamed at full speed into an ice field on a moonless night and many people died as a result," he told ABC News. It's a very similar tragedy where warnings went unheeded. Look, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about this type of vessels. There are already people who know much more than me who analyze this case and confirm that the OceanGate wasn't ready for such a trip. I'm not going to confirm or argue with that. I may even say that I kinda understand the adventuring spirit, exploring, discovering new things. The romantic approach of previous centuries when the first explorers were risking everything and it was dangerous. However, what I don't understand is blatant recklessness. And I would like to quote something that CEO of OceanGate, who unfortunately was on board of Titan, said in freshly resurfaced undated Zoom interview. He literally said that he didn't want to hire 50-year-old white guys with military experience to captain his vessels. What reason he gave, you may ask? Because they weren't quote-unquote inspirational. And he also said that such expertise was unnecessary because, quote, anybody can drive the sub with a $30 video game controller. This is what New York Post reported. And listen to this. When I started the business, one of the things you'll find, there are other sub-operators out there, but they typically have gentlemen who are ex-military submariners, and you'll see a whole bunch of 50-year-old white guys. Does it remind you of something? Maybe of the hiring process in Hollywood, especially when we're talking about Disney? Or maybe in general, the overall approach to toxic masculinity of white people. I wanted our team to be younger, to be inspirational, and I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old to go pursue marine technology, but a 25-year-old, who's a sub-pilot or a platform operator or one of our techs can be inspirational, he continued. 1 hour and 45 minutes after Titan dove into the sea, it vanished. And it really got me thinking, now that we know what we know. I know that you may call it a little bit of an overstretch. I understand that. But this is a very similar mentality to the one that people hiring specialists for movie making have in Hollywood. And I could give you many more examples, but there's no point. I think we all know how wokeness works in modern culture. We are not going to hire some people, even if they are experienced in their fields, because they don't fill some diversity quota. And hell, I can even picture some executive saying that 50-year-old white dudes are not inspirational for movie business or marine technology business. or any other business. This is why I drew this parallel. Yes, obviously there is a huge difference between recruiting marine specialists and hiring diverse and inclusive cast for a movie. Because, when the movie is not good, it just flops and you lose money. Nobody loses life. Period. That's all that happens. But when you think in a similar way and you don't want to hire experienced people just because they are white and middle-aged for a project where safety is the most important aspect, you are playing with people's lives in the name of ideology, which I may even call woke. And now we have a tragedy, which, we don't know for sure, obviously, but maybe, just maybe, could have been avoided if someone more experienced was on board, or at least working on a project. Just maybe. Alright, we shouldn't speak ill of the ones that are no longer with us, and obviously my heart goes to grieving families. I'm really, really sorry for everything that happened. They just wanted to see Titanic. I just hope there will be some lesson taken out of this. That this maybe will teach some people that there are situations where having experienced specialists in a team is mandatory. And the most important thing is to look what's good for the project, regardless if someone is quote-unquote 50s white dude. Sometimes trying to be woke can make you more than broke. It can make you gone. And it doesn't matter if someone looks inspirational or not. Safety first. Till next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, drop a like and press the notification bell so you won't miss anything I upload. And if you didn't enjoy this, hell, subscribe anyway. At least you will know when there is a new video to actively hate.